Everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is a quick video I just wanted to do to explain some problems that I went through while building this 9mm AR and this 45 AR, and maybe help you decide if you want to build or buy. My original plan, oh, and before I go too far, if you just want to see some shooting, just go ahead and fast forward this video and you'll see me shooting both of them. But here's some things that I went through while trying to build both of these and build them as cheap as I possibly could build them. Now, I know some of the parts I have on them weren't the cheapest I could have went with, but again, that was something that I was also in favor of, is getting all the parts that I particularly wanted for them while trying to find those parts as cheap as possible too. So I shopped around when it came to building these as much as possible. This originally started out as a stern defense adapter on an AR-15 pistol that I have. And later on, I decided to upgrade it to an actual 9mm dedicated lower. And I bought the lower and I matched it up with the upper. The upper I had problems with when I had it with the adapter. And the problem that I had originally with it was the bolt would not go fully forward with the adapter. So I had to shave some metal off the adapter to get the bolt to close. And once I got that, I had feeding issues with the round going into the chamber due to there being a little burr on the chamber face, and the 9mm just didn't want to feed. So I had to polish that out. And that was one of the problems I had originally with building this 9mm when I first did it. Now once I put it on this lower, I ended up having to upgrade the buffer because I started getting a lot of blowback in my face even when I didn't shoot it suppressed, and I just didn't like that. So I ended up adding more money into buying an 8-ounce buffer for this, which helped out alleviating that blowback. And also, the buffer that I had in there was originally claimed to have worked with 9. So you have to watch out with some of the parts you buy and if they will actually work. And that's one of the problems that you may have if you decide to build and go as cheap as you possibly can. Now, the actual brace on there, yeah, it's a little bit more of an expensive brace than most. I could have went cheaper in that aspect of it, but it's a certain look that I want to get out of them. And this is the first time I actually used this brace right here, this type of brace. I wanted to see how it worked out, and I liked it, so I ended up just going ahead and getting one for the 45 as well. So again, that cost me more than other braces, but it's just what it is. I wanted it also to look good while still being cheap. So with the 45, that was a little bit more of a nightmare and a little bit more of a challenge to get operating. That ended up costing me more money than I wanted to spend on it. I originally had it built and it was just under $700. Now it's running just under $800 because I had to buy a new barrel. The companies that I bought the bolt and barrel from didn't quite intertwine together. And originally I thought it was the barrel. All the problems that I was trying to alleviate kept telling me that it was the barrel while I was troubleshooting it. So I ended up destroying the barrel trying to fix the barrel, and realized after going through that company's website that the bolt that I had and the bolt that they advertise were looking completely different, i.e. the bolt that I had a little lip on it at the bottom that was longer than the actual bolt face, and that caused it to jam up in the barrel. And I spent a while trying to figure that out. I even had to work on it while I was at the range the other day in order to get it fixed before it ran great. And since then, I've had maybe 200 rounds through it, and you'll see that at the end of the video with it working really, really good. I also had them suppressed, and I liked it a lot. This one up here is just my 9mm AR 16-inch. I only built that if I wanted to do like a rifle 9mm, and I would just basically trade it out with this 9mm upper And instead of me having this as a SBR or having it illegally done as a SBR, I just made it a pistol, and I can put the rifle length barrel on there, and upper, should I say, on there. My choices for choosing these is because I absolutely love 9mm carbines. And actually, I would say I would love pistol carbines, okay, because I have a couple of them, and that's one of the things that it is. I love pistol caliber carbines, and these ones I wanted to be as short as possible while not being super, super short. I wanted this to be a 10-inch barrel originally, but I could only find cheapest 7.5-inch barrel. So I ended up buying the upper as a 7.5-inch barrel, cutting down the handguard in order to allow me to get my suppressor to go on there. And this one right here, I wanted this. I really didn't have a barrel length on this. This actually started out kind of as a spur of the moment build. And I found this lower at a gun shop for the exact same price that I could have ordered it offline, and it would have cost me an extra $20 or so to go through the FFL fee. So I saved myself basically $20 while buying this lower from there, and it was a spur of the moment buy. I just happened to walk in and they had it. And once I got it, I was going to build it over I don't know, couple of months, 6 or 7 months maybe, just slowly build it. And then I just got the urge to want to build it really fast, bought all the cheapest parts I could possibly find, and ran into those problems fast. And this was probably one of the biggest headaches of a build, even in the AR-15s that I've had. So some things you might want to think about before you go ahead and build your AR-15 is the barrel and the bolt. Perhaps getting those from the same manufacturer versus trying to go 2 different manufacturers. That may save you a lot of pain and heartache in the end. And also go through other videos and learn what people use, i.e. the heavy bolt the heavy buffers. Yeah, I knew about those. I also learned through videos on which would be good weights and whatnot. But the original buffer that I had in this 9mm was just too light. Even though it was advertised as a 9mm, I had to upgrade it. And the hammer spring, I upgraded those to heavier hammer springs as well to also help reduce that blowback. But those are some of the major problems that I had out of the uppers. The lowers I have not had any problems out of, which is awesome. And I can't speak highly enough about it. I actually love these things now that they're actually working for me. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the videos. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. 13 rounds. The sinus skill hybrid on it. And see how she runs. Chambered well. Let's hope for the best. All 13 rounds fired. Excellent. So I just thought about this, and this is take 2 of this, but before I wrap up and take off out of here, I'm going to go ahead and dual wheel both of them, just for the heck of it, because I can. That puts a smile on your face. Thanks for watching, and hope you all have a good one. Take care.